All right, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. The market is in free fall right now, and as you can see, I'm not in my usual setup. We're on the road right now, but we got to go live. So hopefully everything is up and running. Hopefully our technical, our camera and our microphone are loud and clear. You guys can see me. Let me know in the live chat right now if that is the case. If you can see and hear me, that would be great. I'm running a different webcam, different microphone, but we're getting it done. So let me know right now in the live chat, and I want to get started and talk about what's happening with this crypto market. What's going to happen for Bitcoin currently at $95,000. Just let me know right now in the chat if you guys can see and hear me before I just continue to talk to myself, basically. See you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me know. I can see. You can't hear though, huh? Is that the case? Everything is good. Okay, good. Everything is good. I'm going to assume you guys can see and hear me then. Perfect. All right, let's get into this, guys. Smash up the like button. So as you can see, I got a captain wheel behind me. Call me the captain right now. But things are looking pretty grim, right? Bitcoin at 95K, ETH hovering at 3,000. 3,100 right now. So I want to talk about whether or not this is the bottom or if we are going to go lower. All right. So first of all, let's start off on Bitcoin. So we have had a bearish posture on Bitcoin. Now in my last live stream, I was discussing how I was expecting to move to the monthly open. However, the market was so weak, we actually didn't even get a bounce to the monthly open. What did occur was we bounced to the previous must hold swing low at 107,200. That was, of course, lost. And like I have been saying, guys, when the weekly candle closed below 107,200, the swing low from September 1st, that was the icing on the cake that we were going to go down to, in my opinion, these levels, the yearly open at 93 to the 8-day hidden order block at 89,000, basically. Right? So we closed the weekly candle last week below 107. The bounce was super weak, right? It simply just back tested resistance, and now we're in free fall. So we're at support, right? 95K is support. Look to the left on the chart, that is structure. We might bounce, but I don't think this is going to be the bottom. I think the bottom will likely come between $93,000 to $89,000. And if I have to be very technical, right, just look at what's going on here. If we go to the 2-month time frame on Bitcoin, on the 2-month, there is a 2-month level of demand. All right, let me get rid of this fib. Get rid of this. So there's a, let me see, what did I just do? Okay, so let's get rid of that fib. So there's a massive 2-month demand zone here. All right, so what we can do is we can just outline this 2-month demand zone. And what I like to do is I like to take the 50% measurement of these massive 2-month zones. So if we take a 50% measurement of the 2-month demand zone, what do we get? We get 88,900, basically 89,000. If we go to the 8-day time frame, again, there is this 8-day hidden order block here. Where? At $89,000. So this is the level to look for, in my opinion. I'm talking about right here. Okay, right at the 50% of the 2-month demand zone, there is an 8-day hidden order block at 89K. That's what I think is likely going to be the bottom. Okay, this is nothing new. This is stuff that I've talked about here for, I feel like it's been over a month, but we'll say weeks on live stream. And it's happening. Okay, so I can't really say I'm too surprised right now. I'm not really that shocked, being that I have been bearish. I remember last Sunday I was bearish and everyone was saying how it was just a fake out before the market was going to pump higher, and I stood my ground. I said, no, I think we're going lower. And lo and behold, I did think we were going to bounce up to like 110, and we bounced to 107 and not 110. So I was wrong about the bounce. Didn't reach as high as I expected, but I was still expecting it to continue this downtrend lower. So anyways, 89K, guys, $90,000, 89,000. That's what I think is going to be the bottom here on BTC. Shout out to Semi. Let me go over what's happening right now in the live chat. Shout out to everyone watching from all around the world. Guys, smash up that like button. Hopefully you guys don't mind the suboptimal video and audio right now. We're on the road. It's going to be like this for the next like 2 weeks until we're back at home base. But hey, it is what it is. There's no excuses to not get it done. So anyways, hope you guys like it. Want a little tour? Let me show you guys this. This is my place right now. It's like a little loft style place up here. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool place. But yeah, that's where we're rocking right now, man. That's what's going on over here in my life. As the crypto market is in free fall. Hope you guys are doing okay as well. Smash up that like button if you are. And let's go take a look at Ethereum now. Before I do that, I want to go over our live chat, see what's going on with everyone watching from all around the world. We have Rinum, what's up Rinum? We have Super Pyro, what's going on brother? Ushan. And we have Shane Stridham, what's up Shane? Luis Cordoba, good to see you Luis. Topi Wales as well, what's up Topi? Manny. Peter. Great to see all you guys. We got Drake as well. Ghoul82 saying to smash that like button. Yes, sir. Guts1X. Semi. What's up, Semi? B Wild says, do I still see alt season happening? Again, I've been saying now I think altcoin season is going to be February 2026. Look up when Chinese New Year starts. I believe it's February 17th. I think that's when we're going to see our altcoin season. Until then, it's going to be rough as it is now, in my opinion. Right? So yeah, let's go look at Ethereum here. So on ETH, we are testing the lows from November 4th. It's already November 14th. Time is moving very quickly at the current moment in time. So for ETH, nothing has changed in my analysis. We have had these levels marked out lower, and these are the levels that I'm expecting to act as the bottom, to act as strong support. And the next one is coming into play somewhat soon, and that's at $2,800, okay? I think this is likely going to coincide with Bitcoin hitting 89K. Now, ultimately, I think it's very real we come to the lower level at 2,500. But for now, we're going to take it level by level. And I would be looking out for like 2,800 bucks on Ethereum. All right. We're currently at 3,100. ETH is holding up better than BTC, right? Bitcoin is making fresh lows while ETH is still holding the lows from November 4th, which was its last crash. But I mean, at this moment in time, guys, we're trading well underneath the wick low from October 10th. All structure is broken and bearish. So to say that this is going to reverse out of here right now is very unlikely. So if you guys want to try and catch a bounce, try and knife catch a bottom, I would say wait for 2,800. 2,879 is the level I do have marked out here. Really to 2,850 around to 2,880 is where I would be looking for Ethereum at the next potential level to bounce from. Ultimately, I would expect the bottom to come in around 2,500, but take it level by level, see what happens when we're at 2,800. I think that's probably going to be a pretty good level to look for some type of reversal out of right now. But yeah, there's nothing bullish about this market, guys. And if we go look at, for example, others, we have the level at 180 billion. This is actually holding up somewhat well. Like, it's better than I would have expected, right? I'm personally expecting it to fill the majority of the wick from October 10th. And again, that's going to start for me at 180 billion for others. If you guys have been watching the channel, you would have heard me say 180 billion on others. I still stand by it. I think the time to really buy altcoins and be convinced that they're bottomed out is when we see the others market cap at 180 billion and below. We're at 232 bill right now. So I know it's tempting, right? For example, this past Sunday, we had some altcoin pumps. Filecoin went up like 2x overnight. Some other altcoins pumped. Everyone got euphoric. Everyone thought altcoin season was starting. It was just an insider sell-off bounce. Now everything is making fresh lows. So it's so easy to get excited and sentiment to shift bullish. But that's why you have to have your levels marked. Like if you have levels marked on a chart and your plan is you're not going to buy anything until those levels hit, that's what's going to save you from going in the market at a bad time, so to speak. So others, 180 billion. Until we get there, it's just, I don't think it's a good idea to buy altcoins. I think it's a poor idea, actually. And that's it. It's brutal. It's significantly lower from now. It means altcoins are going to continue to get smoked lower. But that's the reality of the situation. That's it. That's it, brother. Honest Lawn Care says, where you at? Road tripping. Coincidentally enough, man, I'm not really road tripping. I'm in an interesting place. I'm in Bali, Indonesia right now. I'm in Bali. And I'm only here for a short while. Like I said, like 10 more days or whatever. I had to leave where I was at before because of visa things. And I'm just here, right? Like people ask me, how is Bali? Is it good? Is it bad? My response is, it's not good, it's not bad, it's just Bali. I haven't been here in 5 years, guys. I was here last in 2019, 2020. And it's just like a weird place. A lot of fake people, weird people. So I'm just staying in my own lane, man, doing my thing. But yeah, I'll be out of here before I know it. For now, just whatever, we'll make the best of it. All right, guys, so let's continue to move on here. In terms of liquidations, 1.4 billion in the past 24 hours has been liquidated from the market. Traders continuing to get wrecked, right? Retail only really knows how to long. And as you can see, 1.24 billion has been liquidated on the long side here. So you guys have to understand the market in terms of difficulty level. It's been in nightmare mode difficulty level. And when you try and trade these conditions and you don't have a strong edge in place, you're going to end up here on the leaderboard of liquidations. Really, unless you're a professional trader, the best move is just to survive and wait for better times. Okay? It's not attractive. It's not like, oh, super hyped up. But that's the current state of the crypto market. It is in nightmare mode difficulty. You can't just buy an altcoin and, it will pump. Like it's finding a needle in a haystack to find an altcoin that's going to pump. So it's really just time to basically survive and wait for things to improve here. And I don't think that's going to happen, like I said, until like February. So yeah, if you guys want the honest truth, there it is. We are pretty bearish. We're pretty bearish here. And I don't think there's any reason to flip bullish, like I said, on altcoins until others hits 180 billion. Jonathan Bush says, where in Bali? I'm in Ubud. I'm not in Ubud, bro. I'm by the beach. In terms of my exact location, I'm just not going to say it because security reasons. But yeah, I'm not in Ubud. That place is way too weird for me, brother. It's like I call it the conscious community. Hey, power to them. Like people want to live their life, they want to do what they want. But that's a little too wooey hooey for me, if you know what I'm saying. A little out there, right? I like to live in the reality of planet Earth, and a lot of these people, especially in Bali in general, they're just out there, like living in some other type of reality. That if you guys probably know what I mean, right? The conscious community. Hippie types. Again, people can live their life however they want, but that's just not my cup of tea. That's not my style. All right, so we went over Bitcoin again, guys. Where do I expect the bottom to come in? 89,000. 2-month demand zone, 50% of that is 89K. 8-day hidden order block. ETH, 2,800, 2,500 are the levels I'm watching here. Let's look at Solana. It's dropping like a rock. So Solana has support at 126. It's closing in very hard at 126. Now, ultimately, if we look at this chart, we have to ask ourselves, where's the actual range low? Where's the actual range low, guys? And it's very clear the actual range low is down here at $100. All right, so 126, as you can see, I'm on the 3-day time frame here. It is a 3-day level of demand. Okay, we have a 3-day demand zone at 126. Probably is going to provide some temporary relief. There's also a wick low from June 24th here. But ultimately, I would expect this to make its way down to the true range low, which is the price where it bottomed out in the April crash, right? Remember the whole tariff fiasco? And the market bottomed out on April 7th, right? It hit below 100, but $100 held up as support. So Solana, $100 basically. Do we see a dead cat bounce? Yes, I do think we see a dead cat bounce. Great question, Rinum. All right, do we see a dead cat bounce? I think we see it from 89K on Bitcoin. Like, let's go over here to our daily time frame chart. So here in our daily, market topped out on October 6th, which was that date of, I believe it was 580 days from like the halving, and it always tops out on that date. So that was a coincidence, right? Coincidence. But anyways, we come down to 89K here. Are we going to V-reverse and go to a new all-time high? I think that's very doubtful. I would not be looking for a new all-time high out of this. I think we'll probably dead cat. Maybe we come back up to that 116 level, but a new all-time high I'm quite iffy on right now. One thing to consider is the stock market. Like, stocks have been, now they're showing weakness, okay? But crypto has been performing like absolute ass with the stock market doing well. Now the risk is stocks starting to show a lot of weakness. I can't really see crypto performing well in an environment where the S&P 500 is in a downtrend. Okay, so that is something to consider right now. Right, stocks are not really looking too bullish as of now. S&P is testing a big trend line. If this does break, which I really do expect it to, we might want to bounce first, but the stock market looks like it's going to fall quite a bit here. I don't see Bitcoin performing in an environment where the stock market isn't doing well. Okay, so again, I think a dead cat bounce is in the cards. I would not expect a new all-time high from where I think we'll reverse from, which is 89K. But there will definitely be some trades to be had here. It might be coming up soon. Like, this might hit relatively soon from now. By the way, guys, smash up the like button. Right? And every time we get a reversal, like, let's look at Filecoin here. I believe this was the setup from last stream. And there's been zero bounce. That was a 2-day level, I believe, as well as a weekly. So the 2-day level actually turned into a bearish 2-day level now, 2 times hidden. And then there was the 1-week breaker, which has been completely ignored. So, yeah, very bearish stuff. But anyways, here on Filecoin, we had a pretty crazy pump. It went up 212% in 3 days' time. Everyone started going crazy. Also, other altcoins like, for example, Litecoin. Right, Litecoin pumped up from $80 to $111. Everyone's like, Litecoin's going to 500. Litecoin's going to 1,000. Everyone got so excited with the smallest little move. The same thing is going to happen when I expect Bitcoin to hit 89K. We're going to see altcoins move. right? They're going to move violently. Some of them are going to pull like a 200% move again, like Filecoin just did. But that does not mean we're at the start of altcoin season at all. That doesn't mean it at all, guys. All right, so make sure you don't get too excited when the market bounces here. Look for longs. Look to catch the bounce, but take profit aggressively on the bounce. Like, do not get caught holding. Like, the market will punish you if you're a holder. It's a trader's market through and through, and there's no reason to hold really anything. I mean, I'm still holding some bags, right? I 100% should have sold my Tau when it hit 500. I thought about doing it because, again, my analysis has been we're going to see $240, and I still think we do see it. But I told myself, oh, I don't want to get cute because, I mean, ultimately I do think Tau is going to trade significantly higher, but it's just not the time to hold any coin right now. So, yeah, holders are being punished. It's a trader's market, and that's the bottom line. Let me see if we have any questions over here. Shout out to Doles10. He says, love to catch a live stream. My man Doles. Great to see you. Sam Fox, Caspa, Cardano, H, Barcelona, and Sui. They're falling much. Everything is falling. So Sui ultimately, I think we'll see $1 on Sui, guys. I would not be surprised at all if we eventually see $1 on Sui. There is a level over here at $1.30, $1.25, but yeah, ultimately I would expect a bottom to form on Sui from $1.10 to 70 cents. It's very grim. It's very grim. At this point, Caspa, weekly demand 3.6 cents. And in my opinion, if you're looking to trade, I would just focus on trading Bitcoin and ETH. Yes, there will be more volatility in your alts, but if you want a higher percentage of winning and you actually want to make money, just trade Bitcoin and ETH, especially if you're newer to trading. Altcoins have a much higher level of difficulty. And yeah, again, $89,000 on Bitcoin is where I would be looking for a reversal. That's, if you want a long, that's where I would be looking to long. On ETH, I think 2,800 is going to provide a decent opportunity for a long. You'll at least get a reaction where you can put your stop to break even, take partial profit so you don't lose. But in terms of altcoins, right now I would just be waiting for lower spot buys. For most, like in most people's situation, that's the only thing to do. Wait for spot buys to come in lower. Let's see. Quick look at Cubic, quick check. I believe I put a box somewhere I'm expecting it to go. Let me check my charts. Yeah, here we go. So this is from 550 per billion down to $250 per billion. Yeah, it looks like Cubic wants to come ultimately back down to the original levels where I bought it way back in the day. Like to the bottom, right? Full reset back down. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think I'm being too bearish by saying these altcoins are going to drop another 40 to 70%? For example, on Cubic, 40 to 70%. Is that too bearish, do you guys think, or is it realistic right now? You have to understand, I don't think it's going to spend a significant amount of time there. It's very possible we wick and then we kind of recover and then go into consolidation, much like October 10th. But yeah, I think it's possible we see these levels get hit. Solana, again, 126, probably see a reaction, but ultimately I would expect the bottom to come into the range low at 100. Chainlink, I'm no longer in the link long. Stopped out at break even. after taking some partial profits. But at this point, I would expect $12 to be hit. I do have an alarm set at $12.50 on Chainlink. It's pretty grim out there, lads. It's pretty grim. Let's see. Honest Lawn Care. I was already in Asia. That's correct. Let's see. Shane Stridham. He says, your opinion on whether markets move sideways in a big range or downtrending between now and February? Downtrending. Downtrending. I think Bitcoin's likely going to Deadcat bounce. And then I think it will probably go grab that 72K level that we were talking about back in the start of the year that never got hit. We got front ran at 74,000. And that 72K is still wide open. So we'll take it one step at a time, but downtrend, yes. It's brutal. It is. Let's see, Sam Fox, what is causing the crypto price fall today? The market has been in a bearish trend for months, essentially. It's just a continuation of the downtrend. We can blame it on the news. We can blame it on Trump saying something, on China doing something. It was in the charts. Okay, so there's no reason to blame this crash on anything other than the market has been in a downtrend. That's it. Why is gold also dumping hard? Where is the liquidity going? Gold is in an interesting spot. But where's the liquidity going? It's being siphoned out by the powers that be, I would say. Somebody says look at Litecoin, Bitcoin. All right. So the weekly, last 3 weeks have been bullish. And yeah, I mean, you're looking for a breakout here. I wouldn't really say it's on its way until it breaks this yearly open and the swing highs. Right, until you have a weekly candle closure above these swing highs, it's not really on its way so much. But yeah, I mean, I think altcoins in general are going to outperform Bitcoin from here. So Litecoin for sure will. With Bitcoin dominance dropping, we should see altcoins, when the market flips bullish, we should see altcoins heavily outperform Bitcoin. And what's the safest bet? Ethereum. Right? So if ETH goes down to like 2,500 bucks, like, and you don't know what to buy and you want to be safe or whatever, just, not financial advice, but buy ETH at 2,500. I think you'll at least get a ride up to like 6 to 8K. Is there a chance the crypto market has changed from the 4-year cycle and behaves more like the stock market? I mean, things have changed for sure. The suits are here, right? Wall Street is here. So everything feels completely different as well. So for sure, there's a chance that things have changed. And yeah, I mean, this time around, right, we got the reverse Uno card. Everyone was expecting Bitcoin to pump and then the money to trickle down into altcoins. But all we had was Bitcoin pumped. I mean, altcoins, we had altcoin season in 2024, guys, right? We had that NVIDIA pump when AI went wild, March of 2024. And then we had base season and then pump fund launched. And that's when things all went downhill. But then the end of last year, we had the whole Solana meme coin pump fund fiasco, bull market type of thing. We had the AI agent pump. So we had altcoin season last year. Everyone expected it to be this year. Bitcoin did well this year. Altcoins got smoked. So the cycle is very different. So yeah, things have definitely changed, Reaper 74. Things have definitely changed. Let's see, Living La Vida Crypto. Check out Wise token. So, I mean, using Ethereum, it's basically an Ethereum-backed crypto. How's it doing nowadays? It's literally like, it follows ETH. So, if ETH does well, Wise will do well. Yeah, I'm aware of Wise. It was around, when was that? 2020 when it launched. I was around then, participated in that sale. But I'll check out your DM after the stream, man. Somebody asking about Ondo. So Ondo on the weekly, it's at a very important level on the weekly. Check the monthly, 2 weeks. Where do I see Ondo going? At this point, lad, I think ultimately it probably will come down to like 30, 35 cents. But for now, I would be looking. These wicks stick out. Right, there's clearly demand here. Looks like 51 cents to 44 cents. Potential wicks down into the 40s. Ultimately, I would look for it to bottom out. This 3-day demand zone looks enticing. This would come later on, probably into January, February, if I had to put a time on it. This would be down at like 25 cents. That makes perfect sense to me. But yeah, total reset of the board here for most coins. Yeah, if it does close the daily candle below this previous week low at 54, it's likely going to trade into the high 40s. But man, most coins, right? They just make these lower highs and lower lows. So we have no sign of a trend reversal right now. And again, I think the better buying opportunity for altcoins will be when the others market cap hits 180 billion. So for Ondo, that means like 25 cents. That's pretty brutal. Crypto Critics says 2026 will be a great season for crypto. Will it? Will it? I think we'll have some good times, but I would not have crazy high expectations for 2026. I don't want to be a doomer right now. I don't want to be a black pillar. But I think there's a very good chance we see the most, like even more carnage than this year, next year. It's going to be brutal. Yeah. If my prediction is correct. Remember this, okay? I think we're going to do well. Like I said, like end of Q1 into Q2, altcoins will do well. If you don't sell that pump, it's not going to be fun. I think we're going to have a devastating bear market in the latter half of next year. So, of course, I'll be here. I'll be letting you guys know what I think. We've been bearish now for a while, so this dump is not surprising to me. That's why I can come up here in this live stream and just be aware of it. We've been expecting this. It's not a shocker at all. So, yeah. But next year, we'll take it step by step. It's still 2025, but it doesn't look great in my opinion after we get our pump in, like I said, end of Q1, start of Q2. After that, I would expect the worst bear market we have ever seen. No cap, as the kids say nowadays. Reaper says he is Tezos and Aptos. He'll ride them to zero. God bless you, man. Tezos. To hold that coin is crazy to me. To be holding Tezos out of all coins. Hope it does well for you, man, but I don't think anything is going to be able to fight the overall current of the market. Let's see. Honest Lawn Care. Seems like we'd spend very little time below 90K. Yeah. Again, for anyone just joining in our live stream now, my magic crystal ball prediction on where Bitcoin is going to bottom out is $89,000. Reason being, I'll go over it right now for anyone joining in late. If you go to the 2-month time frame on Bitcoin, there is a 2-month demand zone, right? This level here, the yellow candle. Okay, this is a 2-month demand zone. And what I've done is I've taken a Fibonacci measurement of this demand zone, and the 50% is right at $89,000, 88,900. We'll round it up to 89K. Also on the 8-day time frame, we have an 8-day hidden order block at $89,000. Okay, so just like Ethereum, ended up topping out in its 1-month supply level, right? This is 1-month supply. Ethereum topped out over here September, August, or September, October, August as well. In that 1-month supply, I think Bitcoin is going to have a very good reaction from the 2-month demand. Right? These very high time frame levels, they're very powerful. So a 2-month demand on Bitcoin is very powerful. And the equilibrium of that is $89,000. So Honest Lawn Care, I do agree with you. It's probably not going to be long that we spend time below 90K. And I would expect a nice bounce from there, not to new all-time highs, but back into like 116, which is the very important swing high, right? The very important swing high that we never were able to reclaim over here in the end of October. That was the high we made before selling off into Doom's land, where we're at now. Maybe we bounce back up to there. So for now, what we should be looking out for is $90,000, $89,000 on Bitcoin. John Patterson says target is 70K. Not yet, it's not. But eventually, yes, I believe 70K will come. But for now, I think 89K is going to provide a strong reversal level. And actually, real quick, I want to check something. Let's go look at ETH BTC. So let's see, guys. In terms of where to buy altcoins, look, if we do hit this 1-week hidden order block on ETH BTC, this one where I put the I here. Let's make the font bigger. Right, I put the eyeballs here. This is where we want to be looking. Okay, this is going to be extra. I think I talked about this before on a different stream. But if we see ETH BTC into this 1-week hidden order block, that's good. That's a good confluence to buy altcoins, ETH or other alts. Okay. So let's look for that. We're quite far away from it now. ETH is holding up much stronger than Bitcoin currently. Bitcoin dominance is going down. But yeah, that will provide a good confluence for buying alts. Same thing on ETH dominance, right? ETH.D. Same 1-week hidden order block. So when this comes, this is a very good time to buy alts. It probably matches up when others hits 180 billion, right? So I would say just be patient on your buys. Like, Same stuff I have been saying. But yeah, when all these levels hit, that's when it's time to buy alts. For now, we're not close to those. So I think we're going to free fall even more. Crypto greed will continue. For sure it will. I think we're going to get a crazy AI boom towards the end of this decade, 2027, 2028. Like, we're going to have a crazy AI boom going into 2030, but that's years away. Let's see. What level do we see TREB getting down to? So TREB at 10 cents currently. Now officially like below launch price. Where can it go down to? It's really tough to say. Again, the only selling is really coming from pre-sale buyers, and the vesting will finish off at the end of December, so the end of this year. So where will it come down to? Pre-sale price was 5 cents. That's a 50% drop. I mean, I would be surprised if it goes down there. I'm not sure there's enough people willing to sell at these prices for it to go down there. But yeah, I would say maybe anywhere between now and 5 cents pre-sale price. We'll see. But when things turn around, I think it's going to run very hard. I mean, it's a micro cap coin, and yeah, if some buy pressure comes in, I think it will fly. But until then, right? Until we see others at 180 billion, it's not really the case for anything. So you got to be patient. Most likely another red day for stocks unless we get a Trump tweet. Yeah, stocks are not looking hot at all. And like I said before, right, with stocks not looking good, it's not a good look for crypto. Crypto was performing very poorly when stocks were doing well. Now stocks aren't doing well. How is crypto going to perform in an environment like that? I don't see that happening. Let's see. Living La Vida crypto, it's over, bro. Glad you're honest. Yeah, someone's got to do it, I guess, right? I'm on the digital currency agenda 2030. Think it would be pumping. Well, they say you'll own nothing and you'll be happy, right? So I doubt that's a can of worms we're not going to open up on this live stream right now. We're not going to open up that can of worms currently. Bitcoin bounced off the 220-week moving average. 220-week moving average. I haven't checked that. I'll put it on real quick and check it. You mean 220 day? Because the 200, oh, sorry, I'm on the Bitcoin dominance, wrong chart. Go to our BLX. So 220 week is at $51,000. 200, meant 200, okay? But 50K, that's an interesting level. 200 is at 52,000, maybe day. I think you mean day, not week. Why is the BLX data lagging? Sorry, stupid chart. And this is at 55. Shade, no, I don't think it will go to 55 yet, man. For now, I think 89. For now, I think 89. I think so let's see. We have big pump 948 83, he says midterms screams bullish. I think pre-midterms are bullish, okay? They have to buy the votes. After they're done buying the votes, not so much. So that's why I say like Q2 is probably where we want to look to get out. Sailor must be sweating bricks. I mean, Sailor has a bigger cause. I don't know. Sailor's kind of sketchy, so I think I'm not sure what's going to happen with him, but yeah, I mean, he just buys no matter what, so we'll see how he goes. But guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this live stream right now. I just wanted to go live. I'm going to make some update videos, and we'll continue to go live from here. Again, different setup, different camera, different microphone, different background, different location in the world, but that's what's going on in the crypto market today. Nothing too unexpected. I did think we were going to bounce more on Bitcoin, and I was wrong about that. Okay, I was expecting a bounce to the monthly open at the minimum, which is at 109,500. Instead, all that happened was we bounced to the key swing low that was lost at 107, and we rejected hard off of that. So overall, the bearish bias continues to prove correct. The market continues to show weakness. And I went over the relevant levels to look for things to turn around in this stream. Until then, just expect more blood. Wait for the levels to get hit if you want to buy altcoins that I shared, including others, ETH dominance, ETH BTC, ETH in general, Bitcoin in general at 89, right? ETH at 28 or 2,500. Don't be too hasty here, guys. Patience. Patience is the name of the game currently. All right, so yeah, appreciate you guys. Smash that like button, and I'll see you all very soon. Reported live, Connor from Bali. What a place, lads. What a place. Like I said, Bali is just such an interesting, weird place to me, man. Weird vibe. A lot of weird people, a lot of fake people. But we'll continue to do what we do and stay on our own path. Hey, stay blessed, lads. Talk to you guys later.